Hello everybody, Darren here, and welcome back to Anno 1800, the Road to Rome series. Now, at the end of the last episode, we'd built up our Artisan workforce in order to pull us out of a deficit, and it worked, but we have to kind of play catch-up now to that. We've also been working on quests, pirate raids, and some cheeky trades between competitor islands. Today, we're going to be exploring a little bit more of the modded content. Once we kind of hit Artisans, that's where we get into things such as the Pescatarians, as well as some of the alternatives for our Artisans that'll allow us to kind of get fur coats without getting them. We'll explain that later. All the while, we're going to be looking to get to the New World so that we can actually make fur coats and amongst, many other things, because no doubt our competitors are there already. So, just catching up on where we left off. Artisans are all built. We had put ourselves into a bit of a deficit with certain things: fish, schnapps, work clothes, pretty much everything except soap. So we're going to have to pull ourselves out of that hole. But before we do, we've got a quest on the go. Hugo Mercier wants us to escort this ship.
Awaiting instructions.
We've got our flagship here and we have a frigate next to it. We're going to put both of them on the job and hopefully that goes well. We've also got a ton of ships down here that are just escorting our two little trade routes that we have going between the islands. I kind of figured, why not move them more central and just put them on a patrol route? That would probably do the same thing. Without us having to... And probably allow us to catch more pirate ships, generally speaking. So we're going to do that. We're just going to go between these two kind of points here. And if we switch these guys to all-out attack, once they kind of get close and get engaged with an enemy, they'll chase them down. So I'm confident with having 5 little gunboats, they should be pretty good at that. The fear would be that they chase them all the way back to the pirate island and get decimated themselves. But I'm not going to let that happen, obviously, right? Because I'm so good at keeping up with everything. Okay, so let's balance this economy, shall we? So first thing would be fish. Something I'm just going to do is just cancel out the buff we have just to see how we're doing. We're extending this way over the water. We'll probably need another warehouse, I would imagine. Pop that bit further back. Alright, looks ugly as all hell, but it'll eventually look cool, I promise. So we're close to balancing that. So let's just maybe buff it by, I don't know, 8%. Ships under attack, that's what I like to hear. Oh, that's the escort mission. That's okay then. They'll be taken out in no time. Nothing for us to pick up at that, though. And interestingly, there is a pirate ship right over there. Something else I've been meaning to do. This is our island, of course. We're going to grab guns. So a cannon tower and get it set up, yeah, somewhere out here. Why not? I've noticed the AI are starting to beat me for military quite considerably, although I'm ahead of them on economy in some respects. So that's good. But yeah, their military is outclassing me. And I think that's partially due to just having stationary guns, not necessarily warships moving around everywhere. We could build another frigate. Once we get to... Oh, well, no, we can't, actually. Once we get to 15 guns, we got 5. So we're a little short on that. But anyway, so that's fish balanced. Yep. Schnapps could be a little better. Maybe we'll just push the numbers on that. The happiness is really good. We're at plus 22 for farmers. I don't mind just pushing them further and further with this. So we'll go 25. And I'm guessing this is going to need to go to 20. And maybe this as well. So let's see how we're doing with that now. So the happiness still plus 18. And the numbers 11, 15, 10... Yep. Alright, so we're on to sausages and we're on to bread. Well, this is interesting because now that we've got money, we put in that item in the previous episode, the expert planter, but we never actually built the additional modules. We also put in the baker, which is such a great pickup that we got. Even though it's a common item, it means that these guys don't need flour, they just take in grain. So we can actually pause the flour mills, should we wish. So they're paused. We can build another bakery. And then if we add the different modules to these farms, we should get a lot more grain out of them. If we're curious as to the numbers, right now, we're making 7 tons per minute. Just want to check something. What was that notification? A trade. Okay. I might tailor these notifications so that it's just attacks and things like that. Anyways, right. So, first one, we'll do this. Now, this one actually has a silo on it. So it's going to be making even more, and that's being filled with dung. And that's coming from our animal farms. So basically, the grain that we make goes onto the animal farms, some of them, the pig farms. They produce dung, and in turn, we can provide dung back to the grain farms to make more grain. It's kind of interesting, and hopefully if we eventually get more than we need, we can then use that to boost other farms later on. That's the idea. Alright, so we need to do that then for all of these. These are kind of awkwardly placed. So what we'll have to do, in order to save money, we'll just cut a little bit here. And there. This should give the first farm a way out. Right, so 144 out of 180. I'll go all the way up to that point there. Why not? Right, so this one. I'm hearing battle music all the time. Hopefully we're winning. Sounds like we are. Alright, the next one over. That already has a way out. That's perfect. Let's go to that. And bring it all the way down here, maybe. And then the final one here.
Ship under attack.
Yeah. Give me a sec. Alright, cool. We'll check on the numbers in just a second. So, ship under attack. Oh, down here. Whoop.
Sonar reporting.
So that's our... Oh, no. They've gotten by my defenses. Yeah, I'm surprised they were able to do that. Alright, we'll have to just chase it with everything we've got. Put them on mix, or individual. It looks like they're probably going to get them. Probably.
Flagship ready for order.
Yeah, what a shame. I wonder really how that happened. And is the wind... Yeah, we're kind of going against the wind. So yeah, he's going to get me. What a shame. We're so close to that red line. But we're not going to make it. Oh, well, that's why we have to keep an eye on these things. I thought a patrol would be better, but maybe an escort is just safer. Clearly it is. Here's our other one passing by the opposite direction. We'll catch him, I guess, once we round the corner, but he might actually get both. Damn, what a mistake. Go, go, go. Alright, let's hold him to attack. Okay, anyway, just to check the numbers. We're making 9, so 2 tons extra per minute, just with that little extra bit of modules that we've built. And we should be making the bread that we were lacking now, because they're just taking the grain directly. So yeah, totally good on bread. Soap is good too. We're short on beer. Right, I might just push beer for now, just a little bit. 15% on the beer productivity, so that would have to be... I can't remember if it needs to be matched by malt or not. Well, it looks okay. So, and sorry to keep opening and closing this. But yeah, we're making enough beer now. Okay, well, we're solved for a while. Sausages, oh yes. That's really easy, actually. We already have enough pigs. So we just need another one of these. That's fine. Okay. Are we attacking those pirates? They're super far away. Alright, well, lesson learned. I guess we will keep escorts going. Alright, anyways, so we've balanced our economy now. We're making money. So a lot of the money actually we're making is coming from the rum that we purchased. Remember I said I was going to hold off on letting them consume it. But they're just consuming it, so it's like, whatever. Let them consume it. Maybe if we take out more pirate ships, we might even find more. We'll have to see. Yeah, they're all floating away right now. Sort of need to spread out. I might put a frigate over there. Alright, anyways. Because we can get some pretty good stuff from them. Is there any other quests around? Nothing from Madame Kahina. Nothing from these two. Right, let's get to building, finally. So let's have a look at our artisans and see what we need. They need a variety theater for happiness, and they need canned food. We'd started setting up the chain for canned food over here. I'm going to build another one of these. This will increase the amount of windows that we're making. So that should actually balance out now. So 3 tons per minute. The intermediate would have been glass. That's 3 for 3. Before that, it's the raw material of sand. 3 for 3. So now we're all good. So that's going to boost our window production, which, if I recall correctly, we are actually boosting. Yep. So that's good as well. We're now making goulash as well, because we're already supplying in the red peppers and things, even though our ship did just get destroyed. Was that on the beer route? Yeah. It won't take too long. Did that other ship get made yet? Another 50 seconds, and then we can pop it back on that route. So, we finished that quest. That's all good. Did we pick up an item from that? No, we just made money, did we? And reputation. Alright, well, the flagship can head back up this way. The pirates, there's a bunch of them around here now. So I'm going to try to bring our frigate over this way and kind of sort of pincer them if we can. Don't give up, man. We've also got this thing that should fire out at him as well. Oh, he doesn't want to go to it. Yeah, that's so funny. He's like, can't cross the red line. You got it. Gun is turned. Gun is firing.
Frigate first class.
Nice. Alright. It's nice to do a little bit of payback there. Right, so the other schooner's been made. Just have to pop it back onto this one. The African Queen. Wow. Alright, so that continues our route. Sorry, but this just needs to be done. They're kind of building up.
You try so hard to do good.
I know, I do. Oh, it's pitiful to admit how hard I actually do try. And I'm still just kind of average.
Flagship ready for orders.
Caesar's out there taking names. We like to see. Alright, cool. We got a couple on the go anyway. There's another one coming up behind me that side. Surely some of them have to drop something. Oh, we're just playing war games here rather than actually building. So I wanted to build Pescatarians on this island, although it'll probably arguably be good on both. But I really just need to focus on this because I'm just going to be hopping back and forth anyway. Damn, we took it down and didn't get anything. Nothing? Oh my god, we're getting so unlucky. We're not even getting reputation or anything. At least money's been building up in the background. Now, something I did notice is that your boy Hugo's selling soap for 96. We can sell that for nearly 400. So I'm going to send the Caesar down here, go pick that up. Our frigate can just give chase to this guy, and we'll put this on active chasing as well. All out attack.
Fleet awaiting orders.
And these two can come out from that angle. Alright. Enough war games. Let's focus back on what's going on here. Right, so the sausages is okay. The canned food. Yes, yes, yes. So canned food he's also buying. Is he still buying it? Yeah, he is for 1,126. If we can make 11 without supplying our own first, which would be nice. So I'm just going to pause that. See if we can start making some. So a cannery is here. Pop it down. We've already got a little bit of goulash stored, so I'm just going to give this a boost. Hope for the best, and we'll also need to boost this. That's probably way too harsh on them. Yeah, they're quite unhappy, actually. Right, we'll just boost that to 33% anyway, because it kind of needs it. This, maybe we'll just give it a 10. Just something. They're at negative 11. Wow, it's the window production, I guess. We could slow that down now, because steel is... We're waiting on steel more than anything. Yeah, that's not so bad. That's not so bad. Anyway, with that, we'll start making some canned food. We can always sell it. If not, we'll just let them consume it. No big deal. The hops ships should be moving again, so that's okay. Someone's in combat. There we go. Love to see it. Chase him down. I guess it's not that bad of an idea to just click attack on some of these guys and just hope for the best that they'll eventually catch up to them, just to ease on the micro. We're getting so unlucky there. We're not finding anything from these guys. So unlucky. So they're all on all-out attack, and they're on mixed individual. And the wind is with us, and well, now it's with them as well, so I guess it makes no difference. Yeah, out of the range. Oh well. I can't believe we took out like 3 pirate ships, didn't get anything. Very unlucky. Right. Pescatarians, yeah? I think it's time. Put it off long enough. Do we do it on this island? No. Let's do it on the other island first. So the reason I want to do Pescatarians, there's a couple of reasons. We get multiple tiers of workforce, but in their happiness category, we've run out of the rum, by the way, which is why our money fell back down. We need to get to fur coats, 900. Once we get to fur coats, we'll unlock suits. Suits can be used as a replacement for fur coats in the lifestyle needs section here. So that's part of the alternative needs mod. So we can provide suits by making it at home or using Pescatarians to make it. We could also start making sardines and cheese and other things to ease on our economy generally. So that's the plan. So let's do it. Now, yeah, I don't know. Maybe along the ocean here would be nice, or we could go across the river or something. Try to make it look a bit nicer and have a bit more permanency to these guys. But yeah, I reckon just somewhere over here. What do they take to build? Nothing too crazy, right? It's just wood. And we can actually start to decommission some of these things if we wanted to then. So I'm just going to blueprint it. I can't spend too long trying to make it look super nice, but we'll just try to vary it a little bit. Now they're going to need a community center. It's one of their first needs. And that's kind of like their market, actually. Don't know the full range of it. If it could... That looks like pretty long lines coming out of the blueprint thing here, so it could be all the way down here. Let's try that. Just move this out. Now, they'll also need other things later, like a music school, library, all these different things. So this should be enough to get the ball rolling. Remember, we don't need these to operate any building. They give us the other workforce that we already use. So it's not like you need a certain amount of these houses. It's kind of purely just beneficial to get them. You just have to provide what they need. They have specific needs. So let's just shift that in a little bit. That one there. So I'm just trying to make an organic, more organic looking kind of village area here with some gaps between houses to allow us to put ornaments and things in the future. And hopefully... And we can, you know, delete or remove some roads or whatever in the future too. And change how these houses look. Is this okay? We'll just wrap around this way. Alright, let's go with that. Alright, so, community center. I didn't even look at how much that was. The community center is 2,500. Took 15 wood. So we spent all the wood that we have right now. But they're making some here, aren't they? Yeah. So it'll be fine. So what do they need? They need fish. They need vegetables. Now the interesting thing with vegetables and just the pescatarian farms type farm buildings. Let's try something kind of wacky. Because why not? We'll put this a bit further. So there's an overall circle radius, right? So I'm going to put it somewhere like here. And we'll put the warehouse nearby. So it has modules like a regular farm. But uniquely, they don't need to connect to each other. You can have little patches. So it's almost like they have their own little vegetable farms. How cute. So we could do that. Why not? And then I'll remove some of these and shift it around when I'm doing... when we've got a bit more time to figure out. But it's like, oh, they've got little vegetable patches out in the fronts of their houses. They're pescatarians. Of course they're growing their own stuff, right? Basically. And then we can have a bigger patch that's actually connected to the building itself. So it needs to go to 72.
These fabled lands exist after all.
Alright, let's try something like that. Little experimental, but fun. So now we can see, there we go. They've got little vegetable patches. How cute. And as we start to build them up and stuff, it'll look a bit better. And when we get the bricks laid on the paving of the roads and things, it'll look pretty good. See the expedition to the Land of Lions. I'm good. Thank you, though. For now.
Fleet ready.
Give chase to that guy, see what happens. Okay, anyways, so with Pescatarians, you can see we're getting a little bit of workforce and artisans as well. It's evenly distributed, so it says there's 4, so that's 1, 1, 1, and then I guess whatever the extra one probably is random, which one it goes to. Now, they're also looking to get a library. And it's going to take bricks and wood. So again, somewhere near the center, I think would be nice. It's a kind of fairly ornate-looking building, actually. It should deserve its own, like, kind of reserved space around it, I think. Ah, so I said I was going to buy up the soap. So 9,400 for that. We're going to sell it, I'm guessing, for about 30,000. Because it's roughly 3 times the amount we're going to be making. I think even a little more. Which means we also need another ship over here just to bring over some of the bricks that we have. And in the meantime, I'm actually just going to get a little crazy and push even further with the artisans. Because why not? We're in combat. That's what we like to see. So that amount of artisans is triggered going to Cape Trelawney, I think. Hey, we got something. What do we have? Oh, wouldn't you know it? Barrels of rum.
I'm suddenly hot under the collar.
You and me both. Oh my god, speaking of hot, it's so warm. I know this might not sound crazy for people, it's 27 degrees Celsius. It just kind of came out of nowhere. It's very, very warm. Now, I do have air conditioning, but it's not hooked in yet. I have just like a little unit that sits in the back of my office, and I've had it for years. But you have to like hook it up to the window and seal the window and put a hose pipe out so that it blows all the hot air out. Because I also didn't want even the fan from the air conditioning unit to be on during the episode, because I just thought like, oh, it'd be kind of noisy. Oh, this is a bigger ship. It's a frigate. I didn't realize. I did think when it attacked me, I noticed much more coming out of it. Turn, turn, turn. Let's go. They're getting stronger. It's good that we caught him, though. Keep firing. There we go. We'll be okay. Can we make another one yet? We can.
You can rely on us.
I'm clicking. Oh, this is the edge of the map. That's why. I was like, why aren't we moving? Come on, take him down. There we go. Nothing? This is... Well, maybe we've just been getting really lucky before, but I'm like, damn, like this is a big ship and everything. You don't have anything on him? Damn. Alright, let's sell that soap. Make our money. Oh, look at that. 37. We bought it for 9. It's a brilliant trade. Now, I'm going to come back. We're going to load up with soap and whatever we need. And we're going to go on that expedition to the New World. Because it can take a while to get there. We're not going to get there this episode. And also, I need to bring over that construction material. So as soon as you get there, you let me know. And when's that other ship getting here? 28 barrels of rum. It's actually just about here now. And I've been meaning to get rid of all of the farmers on this side of the town. Because if we get them all to be workers and then artisans, we can actually remove the market and put down the theater and get rid of the pub and everything. So you want to start segmenting where the populations go based on what they need. Alright, so this should shoot money back up even further now that they've got rum for a little while. And we'll let this boat just patrol on one of these guys, or escort, I should say. What do you need now? They're looking for sausages, some bread, some canned food is up to 13. In fact, how much canned food do we have just sitting there now? 8. Just take it all. Let's go down with that right now, because that's worth 8,000. And I don't need it necessarily right now, so I'd rather get the money. 1126 per canned food, per ton. Alright, let's have a look at our Pescatarians. We're still waiting on our construction material to get over here. We do have wood, so we can build the rest of the houses. Nice. So we can have a look at some of the variations of these guys. We rotate that house around. They're kind of a mix between, well, it's kind of what it says on the tin. It's like farmer, worker, and artisan. So you'll see elements of all three. I really like the sort of maroon colored roof tiles that they have. I'd sort of like to maintain that across everything if I could. But it's actually not the same for the entire thing. They're sort of different depending on which one builds. You can obviously press Shift V. So for instance, this one, it has its little balcony and things. It's never going to have the roof color type of this one or this one, because these are more the artisan style ones. So it's a little messy that way, but I guess that looks natural and nice. But just visually, it can be a little tricky. So what we can do is, obviously see there's the classic skin for Pescatarians, dark skin with a kind of a black rooftop, and then the yellow brick skin. The yellow brick skin seems to not have the artisan variations. It kind of becomes a worker household. So I'm going to go with the dark skin. I think that will make them stand out amongst the other classes. So the Pescatarians have black rooftops. Hope we're okay with that. At least over here. Could always change it in future. I love the little idea of having little vegetable patches. It's great. So we're making veg, and that's what they needed for their first tier. The next one is a library, and the next one is cheese. Now, we had already started producing milk on this island, and we're full up. So if we have a look at...
just the laying down of arms.
4 tons per minute is the amount we make. You want a ceasefire for 60,000. You should be paying me.
You and your long clothes.
So let's go with a cheese dairy. And, oh, we could stick it in right there next to this vegetable patch. Sure, why not? It's a nice building, actually. It's kind of like a house in and of itself, right? It is a house. Okay, let's be a bit more natural with it. Well, the only problem is it needs to obviously feed to a warehouse. Well, I'll leave it where it is for now, because the relocation cost is kind of expensive. But yeah, the idea of mixing these in and around the town, I did that in my old series. I put bakeries and things in amongst the town. There's some mods that actually change households to be production buildings to make it really natural. I played around with them, but there was kind of overlap and conflicts with some of the other mods, so I decided to stay away from it. Anyway, now we're making cheese. It's as easy as that. If we just have a quick look. Yeah, we could actually have 2 cheesemongers on the go, so let's do that. I'll have 2. We can build the other one then in here. And they need 50 artisans to work. But thankfully we're making artisans via the Pescatarians themselves. Alright, let's pick up those bricks and bring them over, or some of them. Am I in the wrong place? Oh, I'm an idiot. I came over here without the bricks.
You've been playing for 2
I haven't been playing for 2. Oh, I think I left the game on in the menu for a while. Ooh, there's something over there. Let's go pick it up. Oh, more rum. I didn't know where we got that. Our gun must have taken someone down. That rum keeps us real nice for money. So Caesar needs to, first off, deliver construction material. How did I move him without doing that? And then we have to go on the expedition. Damn. This is our gunboat. Let's see. Is he still doing the trade? He is. Boom. 9,000. Nice. Alright, good. It's not a pirate ship. don't know what these guys are doing. Maybe I misclicked and sent these here instead of Caesar initially. That's probably what happened. Right, let's transfer that in. These guys are not doing anything, so let's get them just patrolling again. Okay, so the artisans have a lifestyle need for cheese that would remove the need for sausages if we use that instead. Just wonder how much they'd be consuming. Or does it even tell me? Let's see. I'll activate this. So that's cheese activated. So you're now consuming cheese, and you're looking to get just 1 per minute. So again, we could set up another trade between the 2 islands, and if we have a look at all islands cheese, yeah, we're making more than we need, even right now. I think I'll just keep it separate because they're fine with the sausages. So no big deal, but yeah, just good to know.
A crocus buds at its own
I think they can start consuming that canned food now. We're not going to send it off anymore. It was just good to make a little deal with Dr. Hugo there, but we'll let them consume it. So money should come up. Artisan population should come up on the other island. We've got enough now for another cheese dairy once we just deliver the bricks. All right. Send him over. Once this is done, we go back, and then we load up for the expedition and get that ready for the next episode. In the meantime, yeah, we're waiting on bricks for both of these buildings. And there's no actual clay deposits here, so we can't make any here. This is our other frigate. We'll start doing the same thing, patrolling around with these guys. Start walling off areas. That way we might actually catch someone. Hugo's visiting me quite a bit, which I guess is nice. How's our consumption? So we're a bit low on fish. Everything else is looking good. Let's just bump the fish numbers then. Seems like they can handle that. Right, I feel like I've really stalled in this episode. I really need to speed up. So, sewing machines. Aha! So this is quite interesting, and we have the material to do it. And the workforce. A sewing machine factory is basically a third...
For the cutlass.
Got something. That's more like it. We want to just see that happening in the background passively. Automate it. So anyway, a sewing machine factory, if we just have a real quick look at it, it's a small building compared to the big one, right? It's almost like a little module. And what it does is it'll effectively take 1:30, so it's 3 times as long as a regular sewing machine factory, but it only takes 1/3 the population. It's also 1/3 the cost. So it's not bad. It's basically like saying, if this is too expensive right now, you can go with a smaller version of it. The upkeep is the slight drawback. The upkeep isn't 1-to-1 in terms of reducing cost. It's slightly expensive for what you get out of it. But it's perfect for what we need right now. We could build 2 of these, and that should sustain us for quite a while. So I'm going to do that somewhere over here. Again, in our kind of artisanal area. And maybe we can go with another thing there. Right, so the cool thing with this building as well, I really think it's a super neat idea, is they're totally modular. There's multiple variants, and they'll sort of connect together depending how you want it. Look at that. It looks like one big building now. How good. That's a brilliant idea, isn't it? Because I remember saying, like, for so long, I think it's a shame that you just have 10 furnaces in a row and they all look the same. Wouldn't it be nice if you had different variations? But an even smarter way of doing it is just make 2 or 3 variations for everything. If you can. I know that doesn't sound easy, but that way then you can like mix and match them and like link them together and things. I just think that's a brilliant idea. It's good job. But anyway, yeah, so they need wood and steel. Do we have enough steel? Wow, that actually worked out insanely perfect. And then the raw material of wood is going to be a little low, so we'll have to get another lumberjack hut up and running. Get 1 or 2 just there, and we'll just put this down somewhere in between. Alright, cool. Oops. So what did we pick up? We picked up an item. Handler. Cargo slowdown is reduced. Sell for 1525. Okay. Let's drop... So we dropped in the bricks. Let's just build those couple buildings. So that should give us... That's the appropriate amount of cheese. We got no problem there. And the library is now going to provide things. Oh, we got a different style. What do we have? A yellow skin and a school skin. Alright, just make it look more like a school. Let's go with this one, because the darker rooftops matches the area. Is there any changes for this one? No. Okay, well, I kind of want to build paved roads just to get some of the effect here. It's a bit of a waste of bricks, but yeah, it looks nice. A little bit better. These can be upgraded, by the way, once, I believe. But it's a lot harder to manage. So what else do they need? They need bread now. Okay, that's a bit more tricky. And happiness-wise, they need olive soap and tools. Olive soap and tools. And sardines and flutes are things we can make now as well. In fact, flutes is something I want to make right now. 12,000. 150 upkeep costs, so we can make flutes. 40 artisans, that's nothing. Let's do that as well. So we're going to put this down by the artisan area. Again. We're going to need more warehouses until we decide to remove some and upgrade them instead. So this is going to require just wood, and then it's going to make flutes. And the flutes go to the farmers and the workers and provide money. So and happiness. So it's 2 coins for villagers or farmers, and it's 4 coins for workers. So if we have to look at the residents, 91 times 4, 9, 18, 27, 36, 360 from them, and about 200 from the farmers. So, you know, it's going to make us 560 basically, and we might be able to even sell them after the fact. And it only costs us 150 upkeep, so it all helps. All is a big benefit. We just have a consumption line. There we go. Yeah, we're overproducing. Suits we're needing to consume 1. So suits are interesting. We should be able to actually build suits now as well, I think. And we could do that over on this island, which means we need more schooners. Or even, dare I say, a clipper. And let's get back to our Caesars, drop off the wood. Just drop that in the ocean for now. We're going to head back over, get these guys set up for the expedition. Drop that in. Pick this up temporarily. We'll upgrade this. Can't do that yet. What do we need? Bricks.
Ready?
Ah, damn. Don't quite have enough yet. That's my bad, though. Right, so what we could do is set up a bread route from here to here and send back something else. So load good, bread, unload, and then on the smaller island we could bring cheese over, or vegetables, or something like tools and suits. But I'll just leave it as is for now. I can't remember what we're going to need for those. And we can't assign a ship yet, so I'll just leave this as is for a moment. It balances itself out, but we'll just, yeah, get a bit of a benefit to money, please. I suppose we have the influence now. Let's save on consumption for a little while.
Pig crab.
Just need to remember that. Instead of looking at my statistics now, I have to know that everything is being consumed 20% less. I have to try to remember that. I'm really awful at remembering those things. We could put down a few more pescatarians, though. I don't see really why not. 1, 2, 3 in a line. Wrap these somewhat around the farms.
Influence bonus.
Maybe like that. Alright, cool. Put something in there for them in the future. Let's just see, do we have enough of what they need? So vegetables is totally fine. Cheese is totally fine, obviously. Olive soap, tools. So what do we get from that? By the way, pescatarians grow really slowly. It takes a really long time to kind of build up their population, I've noticed. So happiness, 5 and 5. 13 coins for olive soap and 13 for tools. Let's have a look at these things then. Olive soap. Ah, I just remembered. You don't get olive soap until you have like 900 artisans. So we could push the artisans even further back home. See if we can see what happens. And I'm just going to color these guys so they're all the same now. There we go. So what are we up to artisan-wise? 1,000. So that should give us what we need now. There it is. Olive soap. Right. Olive soap will require artisans, which we have because of pescatarians, and olives on an orchard. So again, we could get a little creative with it, somewhat. Maybe put the orchard out at the back of the warehouse here. And use the module space, again, liberally. Little orchard out the back of the library thing could be kind of cool. Maybe to about... Actually, just there is fine. And then again, we could build onto this. don't need to connect it anywhere, actually. Should I connect it though? Yeah, probably actually. I just thought maybe it would be weird connecting it to something different. Right, what do we got? That's 71. Alright, 75. Let's build it. Cute. Okay, so that's going to just straight up make olives for us, easy peasy, and then we need to turn it into olive soap. It is 1-to-1 production cycle. Oh no, it's not. It's 2 soap factories for every 1 olives. Nope, it's the other way around. 2 orchards for every 1 soap factory. That's it. Yeah, and I'm going to put this somewhere close to these guys. Let's do another one of these on this side. And then, ideally, some of these houses will be placed around down the bottom of the map. So, we'll just push up against the cliff edges here as best we can. Reserve this space for them. Don't really want to go any further than that. Make sure everyone has a route in and out. Go there and there. Alright, I don't know how that's going to be for reaching the community center, to be honest, but whatever, man. They'll figure it out. Probably. It seemed to have pretty good range. Alright, see how that does for us. Love it. They look great. Really, really like the Pescatarians. Such a cool idea. Alright. So, what we could do now is just cut away little gaps, or create more gaps, so that the little bits of farms can go in. So this house is already connected, so you're good. You're fine there. Okay, let's do orchards then. I'd say this should continue over to there. It just works out that way. This could maybe be a bit of a separation between the two areas. Alright. This is why I don't do beauty building in this series, because I sit here looking at one building for ages, neglecting everything. 8 planks are needed. We got it. Bonk. Alright, good. So now we're making olive soap. Hopefully, we're making enough of everything. Still have okay vegetables, even with the extra pescatarians. We need more fish. We haven't delivered bread or anything like that just yet. And the olive soap is going to be more than enough. Alright, and it's going to give us happiness and good money from these guys. So, currently, our pescatarian household is making 11. Not much, you know. Better than a villager, and it is providing this nice workforce for us. But 11's really low, based on what we're providing them right now. So, that olive soap will help dramatically, I think. And the bread, it'll give us an extra 6. Okay, so, the bread route's going over there. Bring back the olive soap, shall we? Let's try that. Load good, olive soap. Here, and unload it there. Get a new ship on it. The clipper. I'll assign that a name and everything in the future, but for now, let's just do that. We'll just also say that we need to put a limit on this. Minimum stock, I guess 25. So they won't get olive soap for a while, and then the minimum stock here for bread, we'll also say 25. So we're not going to exchange those goods for a little while. We're going to build another bakery. I think we can handle that based on the grain production that we have right now. 9 for 8, yeah. So that should help a lot. Bread now, we do make enough for both islands, so the transfer should be okay. Alright, so I'm so slow. The Caesar's waiting. Let's get this expedition rolling. New World Expedition. Assign ship. Caesar. And we want to load it with... Oh yeah, they actually changed this menu. It's really nice. So now it says rations, medicine, and navigation. It actually just tells me what we need. So we need rations. So let's give it some flour. Also adds hunting. Medicine. Let's maybe do less than that. Alright, so... Medicine's almost certain. Actually, yeah, we'll just give work clothes if that counts. It's better than giving them soap. And then force. Some beef. Nothing more forceful than a pound of beef. Alright, let's do that. It's good enough. Go. We don't need to load up with any items. What do we have? Self-repair? No, it's okay. Now we can add another gun out here. Do we want to do that? I would say yeah. I'm going to keep these two together so that if we do end up hitting a ship, we demolish it quicker. rather than on the other side. I'm not too worried about the other side. I'm more worried about this kind of more northerly point. That should keep us... The other reason I want to build defenses and things is not so much worried about defense itself. It's sort of deterrence, right? I don't want these guys attacking me if they feel like I'm weak. So his military is getting huge already. So obviously just having better defenses slightly might deter them from attacking me. We really need to find more quests for him or something because he's getting kind of pissed off. He likes it when we kill ships. So we could also try to do that more actively. So how's this place coming along? We still kind of need more bricks, I think.
But she's keen.
Coordinates plotted.
That's going off on an expedition, so that's okay. Just seeing if there's any other pirates we can kind of engage. I'm gonna move up here with this frigate and move over this way with this one. See if we can catch that guy. Bit awkward, but it might be able to... might happen. How are we for money now? Nearly 100k actually, it's great. Yeah, we should really start buying construction material. I was being a bit safe with it in the first few episodes, but now it's like, why not? Got another quest here.
Wouldn't give to get out
A delivery quest.
The other side.
Alright, we'll send a frigate over here then.
Their blood.
Where's the wind going? Shots fired. Alright, I think we'll be able to engage that guy. That rum has been a godsend. I mean, it's really making us tons of money.
Shallow, but
Each household is basically getting 16 coins per household. It's really great. Fur coats will do us really well, but what I'd like to do now is make suits. So let's try to get the suit production up and running. So for that, we need hemp, linen, sheep, and suits themselves. 125 artisans. So I feel like we'll just do that here rather than on the other island. Hemp would be kind of nice to set up for them, though, but yeah, whatever. Alright, let's do hemp. We'll just do a small little hemp field down here. So again, this is kind of like one of these Pescatarian type buildings where we could put them in little gardens and things. But I'm just going to stick it down here. And why not? We'll also see if we can give it...
To my savior.
Aha! He likes that I destroyed a ship, so do I.
They know nothing.
And you can bet we're killing him. Alright, we'll see what we got in a minute. It's so hard to manage those two things, guys. I'm struggling a bit, I've got to be honest. Right, let's get the hemp going. I'm going to build a silo onto this one. Wow, these are big, actually. Didn't realize how big they are. So we're going to require dung. But that should be hemp production all well and good. We'll give them their own warehouse for their first delivery. And then the next thing would be linen. So it's 2 hemp farms for every 1 linen, but we've added a silo, so that's okay. So I think 1 linen should be okay here. Then we'll need sheep farms. Got extra sheep here. Okay. And then the actual suits factory. 125 artisans, 3,000 costs. We have everything we need for it. Although, arguably not much space anymore. Now, while suits are nice, because we don't have to go to the New World to get them, right? We can grow hemp here, we can do all this. And it'll provide the kind of fur coats need that we have. Well, that's great. They don't sell for that much. And if we were to produce suits, we could take it to Madame Gehenna. There we go. And sell for nearly 1,000 apiece. So it's like, this is really nice. You know, it keeps us self-sufficient. We can do things at home without relying on cotton or whatever else. But it does mean we have a little drawback of not being able to sell any excess or anything like that. I mean, we could sell it, but it just doesn't go for that much. Right, we picked up weapons from that one. And this other pirate ship was killed here. Let's see if we get a good dice roll on this.
We'll pack there in no time.
Do you need another ship? Another clipper would be nice. Why not? Why the hell not? We're going to need it eventually. We'll have to follow up our expedition with some construction material in order to settle things. Although I think you're given some material when you get out there the first time. Yeah, we're really low on steel. So I'll tell you what, we're going to go up and just buy some from Archibald. It's really our bottleneck right now. Is everything good? Everything is good. I just feel this like innate pressure because of the AI. And our expedition has set sail. So now we can actually zoom out. There we go, it's halfway there. Great. Sorry for the weird artifacting on screen, that's just going to have to happen because of the mods and stuff. So money has dropped back down. Have we run out of rum, I wonder? Yeah, we have. That's okay. It did good for us. And we're still positive without it, so that's important. A variety theater would be super nice. That's going to require 40 steel beams, which we don't have. An anarchist wants to defect, and he'll give us a glass maker. Replaces... Oh, wow. Windows only require sand and not glass. Absolutely.
It's our human rights.
It's our human rights. Something like that, anyway.
You never ask
Should we go with more
questions.
population?
Who doesn't ask questions?
I think we shall. I'm just trying to think where they're going to go. Let's put another group up here. The market and pub is here, so yeah, sure. Why not? Another little group there.
There's an unpleasant waft in the air.
Excuse me. Alright. That's great that he wants to greet me and everything, but I'm not looking to do any quests right now.
Ready?
That's to do with Land of Lions and stuff, I think. Or perhaps, what's it called? Cape Trelawney. You know what? I totally forgot that we could be buying items from these guys. Because I've been hurting for money, but now money's actually okay. All residences. Bonus happiness, bonus supply. Residences with the church and chapel fulfilled are provided with wool, beef, and felt. Wool, beef, and felt. That's so random. Wool, beef, and felt. Sorry, just bear with me for a second. Those are lifestyle needs, aren't they? Wool. So we could... interesting. Oh yeah, we have clay and paper. And we can do paper in the old world now. How bizarre. Wool, beef, and felt. Who takes beef? They'll take a little extra soap, actually, if they could get it. Extra farmers and coins. Instead of fish, vegetables. I'll need to look over some of this stuff. There's so much new stuff and ideas. Even just the lifestyle things I'm not fully kept up on. So it's been so long. What did I come here for? Okay. Oh yeah, steel. There we go. 7,300. That's actually not too expensive. Alright, take it back.
Attack there in no time.
Let's get another batch with this one. And, ooh, we picked up a... Oh, I thought it was a legendary item. We picked up the old pirate hat. It's worth nothing, but we'll try to collect them. I think Anne Harlow has like 4 or 5 items. I don't know if you ever get anything for them, but... Maybe we could sell them to her one day and she'll like us for it. Let's try send them back. Alright, let's check in on our little Pescatarians. Our pesky Pescatarians. Let's make sure they're all colored nicely. Starting to think maybe of the... You'll have to let me know. Maybe we should just go classic skin. So this would be the classic skin, and then we'll just paint that over all of them, see what it looks like.
Say you don't trust old Beryl.
Old Beryl. Trade for 5,000. I'm glad we waited. Perfect. She was charging 30,000 before. What is she looking for? 1 ton of sewing machines. She's on top of things, man. I'm checking her islands right now. Not seeing any of the trade. Oh, hey, anyway, it was good to get the booster relations. Hugo Mercier is not doing as well as I would have thought. He's only got 2 islands down here. Maybe anarchy doesn't work after all. 25 tons of sewing machines. Are we making that now? We should be, right?
Stations.
Anyone else want to help out here?
My roots.
Is another pirate ship coming?
Aye.
These 2. Go, go, go.
There's an unpleasant waft in the air.
I went to the wrong island, didn't I? Oh, no, I didn't.
Here is a vital matter. Ready the ropes?
Can we not start the quest? Hang on.
If I must
Oh, we
be
need to deliver potatoes. My bad, I thought it was an escort. That's why I sent the frigate after him.
Falcon ready.
There's a great symbol down here, like a little bell, when you put the notification on that you want to know when someone's going to get there. But when the bell goes off, you don't know what ship it is anymore. I always forget. I think it's this one, right? Yeah. Soon we could actually sell some of these gunboats and just go upgrade for frigates.
She's small, but she's keen.
Did we get that steel? Has it arrived yet? No, it's on the way. Okay, cool. We're almost there. So, we're making suits. Has that happened yet? That's the flutes.
Confounded
That's the
tricky
suits.
stage.
Excellent. Is that enough? Would be the question. It is. So that meets our fur demand. Ideally. Although it's falling back down right now. Why would that be? It says we're producing enough, right? So we are producing 1/1. Maybe it's just the first batches are rolling out now. It might have taken a while.
Ship constructed.
We have 0 on the island. Could boost it just for a bit. And yeah, actually, we'll wait. They were probably waiting for their first linen. I shouldn't get ahead of myself. They've got the linen now. They got the hemp. I think that would have just taken a little while. Hey, thinking about it. Oh, there's your problem. It seems like we don't have enough dung. Yeah. We don't have enough. Okay, to get more dung, we just need to put another silo on one of the pig farms or something. Or the sheep farm, actually, if we want to get more wool. That might not be a bad idea. Let's do that. Obviously rotated that wrong. And, yeah, we'll just do this. Get that in there. We should have enough grain to supply that, I think. Right, so that now has a silo. So that's going to be, taking in grain, producing extra wool, which is great. But a side effect should be that we get more dung. But it will have to wait until it actually gets the grain before we can see. And then we'll just check up here for grain. Yeah, we're still okay. Okay, good. I feel like I'm still on top of things. I'm just slowing down a little bit here and there. So we also built 2 of these. So they're working just fine, right? Steel is okay. Sewing machines are on the go. We've actually got 9 built up. The reason I say that in some sort of surprised manner is simply because... Uh-oh, that's not good. Literally everyone. Go get them right now. And one of you has to go get potatoes. What was it? 7?
Make sail.
He's chasing, but I think it'll be okay. The others are heading towards him right now. We have a few coming down this way as well. So he's here. Yeah, that's okay.
Ship under attack.
Alright. Our ship should be okay. Alright, let's just do a little recap on what's happened today, because I feel like I've been so all over the place. But I feel like we're getting a little bit more structured, only a tiny bit. At least money's good. So, we have our Pescatarians. They've now grown, let's see the original ones. They've grown to 30 out of 65. The 65 would really just be the lifestyle at this point. Wool is a need, as is clay. A lifestyle. So for workforce, for just providing wool, and that's across the 3 different workforce types. That's pretty good. Do we have any wool to spare? No, not now. But we can easily just build more. This really doesn't take much. Want to go that close to the town? Perhaps not. Guess let's just do the
We have the devil
little build
to
style I always do for that. Yeah, I'll check the expedition in a second. Just give me a moment. All right. All right. What do we got? Good whale hunting. The whales are still around us. Impossibly large trails of water break the wake of the ship, and the froth parts to reveal dark, leathery skin. The whales are gaining speed, and their impact is imminent. Maneuver the ship to avoid it. 15% chance. 20% chance if we attack it. That's for the bonus success chance. Yeah, okay. Harpoon the closest animal. I feel bad, but... A feat of strength for a gratuitous kill. The harpoon impales the leading whale, and the rest of the school collides with its body, their advance being suddenly and brutally stopped. The ship leaves without a scratch. Nice. Continue.
Stations.
Did that pirate get away? Oh, son of a bitch, he did. Whose island is this? Oh, it's Hugo's. Oh, alright. Pescatarians. We'll just finalize. So they actually have what they need to upgrade. We just need bricks. Should we upgrade just one? Just to see what they...
Ready
No, we'll leave it.
to.
I'll tease it.
It all looks,
But yeah, we met the demands almost fully of the Pescatarians. A little far away from that library that has to... oh yeah, that's because of this. There we go. That should help some of them. Nice. A little far from the community center, but actually not that far. 95%. So when we put down the paved road, we'll be fine. So yeah, quite a nice little area, right? It's still early. We'll shape it into something even nicer, but it's a nice idea that you can build these little patches in and around the houses. I love that. I think it's super cool. To allow you to have disconnected farms. Why not? Why the hell not? They're making their cheese. They're full up. So yeah, some of that cheese has got to go back home. Did we not send cheese back? No? Oh, we don't need to. Yeah, I have to open up one of the needs if we want that. I guess it depends. We could also try sell some, and we should really do that. Just while we got trade rights now with some of the other AI, they might actually combine now and then. So we could say like, yeah, sell this when it's over 50. You know, some vegetables. I don't know what that sale price will be for. 24. It's actually pretty not bad at all. Beef. I guess it doesn't tell you the sell price until you list it. Sell the milk if it's over 50. And then what did we want? Cheese. That's it. That's over 50 as well. So cheese can sell for... we don't know. Why don't we know? Oh, I said a minimum reserve. That's why, because I'm an idiot. Why don't we know? There's no minimum stock. Right, good. So yeah, selling price 64 for cheese. That's okay. That's pretty good. Yeah, I need to do a once over on some of these things. We're making the olive soap. Just see what the price is on that. Again, if it's over 50, sell it. 96? Just to compare it to something like this soap. Regular soap. That's also 96. So there you go. It's not terribly imbalanced or anything. It's just a different way of making a similar type of ingredient. We'll have to upgrade this in the future as well. Alright, I think that's going to have to be it for today's episode, but this island's flourishing now. We've got 500 workers, just thanks to all the Pescatarians. So we currently have 1,500 Pescatarians, so 500 workers basically, 500 farmers, and 500 artisans are coming from that. Some of which are being used now in our various buildings. Soap factory, for instance, making green soap and olive soap. So yeah, quite happy with all that. It's looking good, and soon hopefully we'll be in the new world, start exploring out there. Pretty happy with the artisans now. We just need to build even more of them, and then we can actually put down a university. We've pretty much met all of their needs, so I'm actually progressing better than I even thought myself. Soon, we will upgrade all of these, but I'll just pause it before we do. And then also, we can then remove or move away the market and the pub and just leave this as an artisan area, maybe put the variety theater there instead, stuff like that. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, I think I'm going to have to wrap it up there before I go on rambling too long. Just want to say, again, heartfelt thanks for all the support so far. I'm always going to be about 2 episodes behind in seeing the comments. And I was doing a couple of these ahead of time. Like I said, I'm taking a short break, family wedding, having a drive around Ireland, and then I'm coming back over. And then there's no breaks for the foreseeable future. So I'm looking forward to just finally being healthy. For those who've been following, I've been slightly troubled. But generally speaking, feeling good now. Have this little break, come back. And I just want to bang out some content in a good way for the next 2 to 3 months uninterrupted. I'm actually just like really looking forward to just being able to sit down and get things kind of back on track. That's going to have to be it for me. Thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.